So who am I? My name is Rohit, as Sana mentioned, and I'm a software engineer here at GeekyAnts. And this is my cat. Just kidding. It's a component library, not component library. It's a styling library I built. So I'm gonna talk about this today. And previously, I've worked on tools like Native Base for like close to 2 years, and then shifting to GlueStack UI, GlueStack Style. So that's the successor of Native Base. Viraj is going to talk about more in detail about that later on. We also have a discussion regarding how the library that I built is different from GlueStack Style. And so yeah, so in today's agenda, these are the topics that I'm going to cover. So why new styling solution is required, or like why I think it's required, or and how to use React Native Use Style. Behind the scene, how React Native Use Style works, and that comparison that I mentioned. But quickly, can you raise your hands if you are a React Native developer here? It's weird asking, but everyone can come here. Okay, nice. So this talk is especially for you if you are not if you are creating any component like any screens or any application with simple React Native without using any components, styled components. So this will intrigue you. Okay. So, but first, I want you to imagine a scenario. What if this can be written? And what if I can straight away write utility styles in my React Native components? So suppose your view can have a property margin top, and you don't have to create like something like this. You don't have to write style sheet dot create every time you want to style, and you don't have to define and maintain every names that styles dot container style dot text. You don't have to think about it. Just imagine this whole at scale. So wouldn't life would be easier and I don't know, happier? Well, this is where React Native Use Style stands. So I'll quickly tell you. So why I created this. So uh, it's just trying to simplify React Native styling. Well, styling for me, styling is cumbersome in React Native, and from someone coming from web, creating style sheets and passing it in my components again and again makes no sense. And I know there are hundreds of library to solve this, and you can create style components. Some to mention is GlueStack style itself, and Pamag UI, and even styled components. But they are doing a lot of things that I don't know need sometimes in my React Native app. And my use case is very simple. I want a better DX for me. So I faced a similar situation and I created React Native Use Style. So React Native Use Style stands for React Native Utility Style. Right? So what it does, let's see. So it's a seamless drop-in replacement for React Native that supercharges your development experience. And this library introduces configurable utility props for styling, hence the name React Native Utility Style. This is a line written by ChatGPT, so hence I'm reading it. Yeah. So it enhances your React Native components without adding any runtime overhead. And moreover, it is fully typed, providing the benefits of type checking and auto completion. So now you can just import text and view from React Native View style. Don't confuse it with any another component library. It's not a component library. This will be removed on the compile time. So text and view will be imported from that, and you can write bg is equal to red, m equal to 8, p equal to 20, and all of these aliases which I'm talking about, it's configurable. So on compile time, this code will convert into something like this. I hope you can see. So React Native RNU styles underscore styles 0. That's something that you used to write previously. Now this library will take care of that. Yeah. So how to use it? So it's a simple three-step procedure. Just install React Native Use Style and set up the Babel plugin. Mind you, install both of them as a dev dependency, and then yeah, this is how you can include the Babel plugin. And then to set up the config file, just run npx rnu init. And the sweet thing is it's extremely small bundle size. Okay, but which you don't have to care about because everything is just dev dependencies, so everything will be removed from your application. So it's demo time. I'll quickly show how you can use it. Yeah, so this is the app.tsx, and this is plain expo yeah dummy project, and it also has stylesheet.create everything in there. Okay, so I'll quickly install. Yeah, so I'm installing React Native Ustyle and React Native the Babel plugin for that. And then just run npx run unit. Npx run. I think it will create the right repository. Yeah. So it's created a config file for me with all the typings, and now simply I can write React Native. I can replace it with use style. See, and let's move this style sheet to inside the view. So I'll remove this, and I'll write flex one, then bg uh, dash fff. Then so the config is somewhat similar to Tailwind. So you can write align center, which so and then justify. Cool. Cool. So let's try to run the application. I think it should work. Yeah. Yeah. So due to tackle the caching, need to run every time you run, need to run it with a clear flag. And let's see. Should I need to write it in string. I think it was showing. That's showing type error. My bad. Did I saved? Is the text. Let's change the text color as well. I have to code like this, no? Where's the pointer? PG center align item. I'm removing this. Let's restart for once. Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. I've not installed the Babel. I've not configured the Babel. That's the problem. My bad. I'm doing that. Live coding नहीं करना चाहिए. Now need to restart. So the text is there on the top. Let's reattach the styles that we removed for centering. Hmm. Yeah, so that's there. I'll do this. Yeah. So this is how you can use utility props, utility styles. And suppose I want to define a new config, a new token in my config. So for example, I want to write that's showing column gap, right? So I'll add that. And I need to restart since this config is changed. I'll tell why we need to do that while explaining the Babel plugin. And you can see column gap property will be available here, and the typings will be there as well. So I think it takes a numerical value. So I'll write 4, and I just will update the text to have. Okay. Mm, so yeah, so column gap 4, I'll change it to like 40. You can see it's updating or not. Mm, mm, yeah, something like that. You can define your styles, okay, and it will work. The demo is difficult to show like this. We'll bring back the slide. And yeah, so how it works behind the scene, I'll quickly explain. So this is why we need to run the Babel plugin again, because currently how it's built is the config file is fetched during the initialization of the Babel plugin. So if the Babel plugin is already initialized and if you have alias your typings, then you need to fetch it again. And then so this code is for that. Then if you are aware of how abstract syntax tree works and have ever seen a Babel plugin's code, so this would be familiar for you. So so we start with the import declaration. Import declaration is simply your import statement that you have in your file. We'll check if that is equal to React Native use style, and then we'll fetch the components from there, all the components that are imported from React Native use style, and keep a track of that, and then replace the import name with React Native. Then the second step is to get the attributes that are attached, or the props that are attached to that specific JSX element that we tracked from the import. So this code does that. Don't mind about the utility props, utility functions that are being used inside. They are just logics. So JSX opening element will get the attribute, and then we can store that attribute and resolve the aliases from that. Yeah, this I already talked about. Then yeah, next step is to create that style sheet declaration, right? So I showed in the in the example, the transpile example, that the style sheets are declared on the bottom of your file. So this code does that. Inside this, the resolver runs and passes your code. Then the last step is to push that declaration. All done. And if you are interested, you can just simply search GitHub Babel handbook, and you'll find the first link. That's the best thing that you can refer to understand Babel, how it works. And ASPExplorer.net, you can refer that for like understanding the component tree, AST tree. And yeah, so quickly we'll compare React Native use style with GlueStack style, because it's the closest one to that. So the first and major thing that React Native use style doesn't even want to target is styled components. So GlueStack style provides you with styled components. If you pass a view, it returns a view with all the uh, properties that you want to be attached and the styles to be attached. But that's not ये हमारा वो नहीं है, मतलब गोल नहीं है. And then runtime overhead. So as I mentioned, everything is removed uh, from your code at runtime, at compile time. So there's zero runtime. While with GlueStack style, we also try to achieve the similar goal, but due to a lot of features, some amount of runtime we have to handle it there. So it's close to zero runtime, but yeah, it's there. Then token resolution. So as of now, React Native use style doesn't have token resolution. GlueStack style has it. Variant support is also not the target. And last thing, both of them are fully typed. So whatever they do, they have full TypeScript support for that. You can find the docs here. So developit.versal.app docs/RNU. And please drop, if you like it, please drop a GitHub star on this GitHub repo. Also, yeah, so this is a side project, and I want to warn you, every one of you, don't use it in production apps, and just try it out. Let it be stable in some time, then maybe you can use it. But currently it's a side project, and things might break. Thank you.